Welcome back everybody. Today's video, although we're going to be doing some pouring, it's really more of an update really as to where my journey's up to. Because those who've been following me from the beginning know that I started this, like it was just a journey that's morphed out of, something else. I mean, for me, one of the big things about this was, could a newbie pour silver? And that was the big thing. Can I pour silver? Well, trying that was a bit of an experiment. Let's see how we get on. Oh my giddy on. Oh my giddy on. If that's come out how I think it is, oh my. Can you see what it is yet? Can you? Can you see what it is? Oh, that's looking good. This was an experiment. It was just a pure experiment. I couldn't wait for another mould to come. So what I did, being the impatient little soul that I am, I decided to print one out on the 3D printer in resin. And looks of it, it ain't come out too bad. So we'll just leave that for a second. Just while that's coming back up a couple of degrees. And we'll get the next one in place. As I was saying, this is all about me and my journey, and how things have changed, Do you remember, there was this guy who decided that today, Silla, I'm going to be a silversmith. I hadn't got a clue. Just a complete novice who thought he'd give it a go. And basically that's what I've done. But don't get me wrong, I've put my heart and soul into this. I genuinely have tried to watch other people, take inspiration from some. Definitely don't copy others. Christ, I've seen the mistakes and I've made enough of them myself. I mean, that water. Oh my God, that water explosion. And I still don't know. To this day, I don't know why that happened. I sit there thinking to myself, what did I do? It was so different. So different from everybody else. But, hey-oh, it is what it is. It is what it is. We had an explosion. Thankfully, no one got hurt. But that could have been a very serious episode. Thankfully, I got away with it. Someone up there likes me. Thank you, whoever you are. But. Pouring. Oh my God, it gets the juices going. And it's just so nice to do something that's different. Rather than having the same boring bullion. Because as much as I love stacking, as we all know, I love stacking. But I am a sucker for the twinkly bits. And it's the twinkly bits that make it worth your while. Because we can all collect Britannias, every one of us. And I'm sure most of us do. We've got bars, we've got Britannias. But at the end of the day, it gets boring. You want something a bit different. And I'm at that stage in my life where I've always liked to do different things. And I'm just thinking, what the hell? I'm going to do it anyway. Right, let's see how this one comes out. I mean, this is one of my favourites. I mean, the United Kingdom, that pour, for me, probably one of my signature pours now that I've got it sorted. Saying that, I'll probably cop this one up now. But it is one of my signature pours. But I want to do things that, that you look at and you go, that's Sovereign Hall. I recognise that piece. There's only one bloke who makes those, and that's him. And that's what I'm looking for, is that one piece that identifies me to you guys. I want you to be able to go, if you see a piece and you go, yeah, that's definitely Sovereign Hall. Only he makes those. Backyard Bullion's got his bars, you know, Silverpunk, well, Silverpunk's just a legend. He just does what he does, doesn't he? I mean, he's what I call an artiste, ladies and gentlemen. He's an artiste, you know? Whereas me, poor little old me, I'm just, what am I? An entrepreneur? Basically, I moved into gold, then I moved into silver, and now I've morphed into pouring silver and gold, you know? And it's all been a massive learning journey, and one that I absolutely adore. I just think being able to create your own stuff, that's the thing that legends are made of, you know? Doing something different, doing something that's you, something that's close to your heart, you know? Because whether we like it or not, we're all going to die sooner or later, and you're going to spend a long time looking at that lid. So I just figure I might as well do stuff that I really love to do and I enjoy. That's why I've got no time for neggheads. I can't be arsed. I just cannot be bothered with neggheads. If you want to be a negghead, do it somewhere else, because I ain't got time for that. I always look at it. People say to me, are you a glass half full man or a glass half empty? And I'm neither. Because the way I look at it is, the glass is refillable, chaps. Just get yourself another bottle. Crack on. Right, talking of cracking on, have we got enough silver sitting in here? Oh, I think we might have. I think we might just have enough to finish these off without me having to cut sprues. But we'll see. Right. Let's get ready for this one. Pour number 3. Just enough. Oh my giddy aunt. It is literally... oh, that was just enough. Right. Let's just crack that open. I must get myself some new clamps. Trouble is, I should put this lot up for sale soon, because I keep making stuff and yet I ain't put it up. Because, to be honest, the selling part is secondary to the learning, and that for me is the biggest key here. And when the smoke clears, right, let's get the quench going. It's a nice big bit of sand in there. This is the one I want to see if it's worked. Oh my giddy aunt. Oh my God. Oh. Oh, it's a shame there's a bit of schmutz on that, but I don't know, that might polish out, we'll see. But now, let's just get this puppy out. Let's see how we crack on now. Take the glasses off. Right, my friends. Let's have a look and see what we got here. I know this is going to need a bit of cleaning up, but... oh, look at that. Oh, that's probably one of the best Union Jacks I've made so far. That'll clean up a treat, that will. But this is the one I wanted to see, because this was my experiment. I made this mould. I probably need to do a slightly bigger sprue, actually, if I'm being really, really picky. But look at that. Thor's hammer. Look at that. I mean, that weighs a ton. It'd be lovely to see how that polishes up once I've got it done. But I think you'll agree, guys, that is fucking epic. Oh, I'm well pleased. And obviously this one, I think this is going to be one of my signature pieces, this. Just because I just love it so much. You know, you'll know that's mine. But 3 down. And I've still got another little secret over there that I haven't done yet. I'll come back to that in a second. Right, this is today's final pour of the day. Believe me, there was enough in the sprues to actually give me another pour. Anyway, as I was saying, got to find my own thing that sets me out from everybody else. That's what I'm aiming for, you know. And pouring these sorts of things are fantastic, but I definitely need that one thing that's going to set me apart. So if you guys could let me know in the comments what you think I should do. You know, have you got a suggestion on what you'd like to see me pour? I've got a 3D printer, so it's not like I can't create my own moulds. But I don't know if this one's going to have come out any good. This is another experiment. And I know it's a bit early, but I thought I'd give one a go anyway. Let's give it a quench. Keep them ears open, guys. You remember I said it was a bit early? And we know how we all hate the shops getting this stuff in now. Well, I thought I'd have a go and see what I could do. A little bit of Santa. I don't know. I think it's pretty cool, actually. Once I cut that sprue off, get it cleaned up. That's quite cool, isn't it? Right, let's get to the polisher. Polishing done. Let's look at what we got. The results look good. Judging by this, I mean, look at that. I mean, that just looks fantastic. That is a lovely little piece. Nice couple of troy ounces there, look. All stamped up. You know, where it's custom box. And you'll notice there's also in the box there's a COA to go with it as well. It's like everything on this journey. As I was saying, today's video is more of an update, you know, as to where I am. You know, I'm really looking at, oh, I'm pleased with this. I'm really looking at where I go next. Look at that. I mean, that has come out a treat. I haven't stamped this up yet. It's got to be stamped, but it's come out the polisher looking absolutely the bomb. I reckon, feeling that in my hand, I would say that's got to be about between 2.5 to 3 ounces of fine silver. I'm just really pleased. That's the best one I've done so far. It's come out really, really well. So, and I think that's the nice thing is watching my skill set improve. You know, for me, that is just so, I'm so proud of myself, genuinely so proud of myself, you know. And I'm not trying to be clever or smug or anything else. Merry Christmas, guys. Bit early, I know, but hey, he's come up a treat. Look at that. Got his little sack on the back. That would be a lovely little gift piece for someone to give to them at Christmas, you know. That is going to make somebody a very happy person having that in their collection. I just think that is a cool piece, you know. But I'm looking at where we've come from and what we, you know, from absolute beginnings of nothing, you know. You look at how bad I was and the accidents I've had and the, you know, the near misses, you know, the failed pourings. I mean, we all talk about it. Now I know this is over 3 ounces. You know, I've rounded it down, but I know this is over 3 ounces. But as you can see, like I've stamped it as 3, but even like this, I mean, look how, I mean, for me, I just think the whole thing is just, it is stunning, absolutely stunning. And really, this journey has all been about a learning experience, and I'm still learning. I'm picking up tips from other people, even down to silly little things like making boxes. And look at this. This is my creme de la creme, my piece de la resistance. Remember I said yesterday, you know, like, let's see how Thor's hammer. Well, now we have got hammer time. You know, look at that. And that weighs 4.7 ounces. I've got to stamp that up later today. But that, I am so pleased with this. It's come out far better than I could have wished for. You know, I know there's a couple of little dinks in there, but to be perfectly honest with you, it just adds to the patina of this, you know, it just makes it that little bit special. I just think, do you know, sometimes I look at some of this stuff and I think, even if I never sold it, I don't care. Do you know, I'd be quite happy to have that sat in my stack forever and a day. I just think it's such a, and it's got just a, it's a proper tangible piece, you know, like, by the way, guys and girls, if you're wondering, this is what happens when a big club hammer lands and you don't get your hand out of the way. It hurts. But looking at that, I just think, wow. So by the time I get this stamped up, I'll get it stamped up with everything on there. I think I might put my logo on the top there, actually, rather than on the side, and just put the stamping on the side or on the stamping on here. But I'm so pleased. I just think it is an amazing piece. I thank the pouring gods for letting me have a successful first pour, because these things, especially when it was in a made flask as well, it was just a homemade 3D printed flask, you know, which just goes to show you, you know, like, anything is possible if you put your mind to it. And that's really what I want you guys to take from the, you know, from these videos. I'm living proof that if you decide you can apply yourself and put your mind to it, you too can do, you know, whatever you want. For me, it just happens to be pouring silver, you know. And now I'm moving on to the next stage of my journey, which is I want to have things that separate me from everybody else. As I mentioned earlier, you know, it's not just about like these. I look at these are going to be my mainstay. I'm going to be making a lot more of these. These, you'll know, if you ever see one of these in fine silver, you know it's mine. You know, you'll know. So I'm going to be making a lot more of them. I think the hearts, the skulls, they've all got their place. But the United Kingdom, and we all know I'm a passionate man, I'm very patriotic. You know, I do believe in Great Britain, you know, and I think this is just a nice, easy way to show a little bit of patriotism, take a bit of pride in who we are as a nation. Because I think somewhere along the line, over the years, it's sort of been lost. And we need to change that and put it back. And for me, having these, and anybody who comes to my shows, you'll see I have the Union Jacks all across my tables, because I just think it's important, you know. Now, moving on, the next stage, what am I going to do next? You know, what am I going to do next? Well, Halloween's coming up. So I thought, here's a little surprise for you. I'm going to make this. I've printed it out this morning. This is hot off the press. I'm going to make this, and then I'm going to antique it. I mean, tell me in the comments, guys. You tell me what you think. If any of you are around long enough to listen to me waffling on, you know, like, but I just think this would be another cool piece to do. I think it's going to be quite a substantial amount. I might have to reprint that actually and just make it even smaller, because I think that could be 4 or 5 ounces as well. But he's got I've done a couple of other ones that were smaller. So I've got that one, and then we've got a little one like this, and we've got this one as well, if I can get him around the right way so you can see. I just thought, you know, like this would be a good little trio to have. I just think antiqued up, they'll look the nuts. But I just think, you know, it's all about moving forward. You know, we can all sit still and rest on our laurels, but for me, I get bored. Now I've got to work out how I can pour this, because I just think this is such a cool thing. You know, like if anyone's a fan of the Addams Family, you know, like I am, you know, I just think, or Wednesday, you know, like you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But when you put that down there, and it just stands on its own. Now, somehow, I've got to work out how to pour that and make that the inner mould. I'm still not worked it out yet. I think I may have to look into, you know, the wax casting. I might have to have a look at doing that, if that's what I'm going to have to do to bring this piece to life. But this is one of my little projects. You see, what you don't see, guys, is you see a lot of things going on. But what I tend to do is I have a lot of stuff going on in the background, because I am not one of these people. I'm always looking to move it forward, you know, take the next step. You know, sometimes I go a bit too quick, I know. But overall, you know, like the bottom line is, if you want to succeed in this life, you've got to apply yourself and you've got to work your bollocks off. So if you're prepared to do that, and you're prepared to apply and push yourself and keep going, sooner or later you're going to get there. Sooner or later you're going to get there. But for now, just for now, I want to appreciate the mountaintop I'm on at the moment. Because for me, looking like this is how long has this journey been? 6 weeks, 8 weeks? It ain't been long. And to have something as cool as this. Yeah. Before I'm looking at the next mountain, but I'm appreciating the space I'm in at the moment. So I'd just like to say a massive thank you to all you who've supported me. You know, like, because you've no idea how appreciative I am of that. And if you're a newcomer, you know, because we're getting people from all over the planet. So if you're a newcomer, like and subscribe, please, you know, because that's what makes it grow and grow. And that's what I'd like to do. I want to wait till I want to get to 1,000 subscribers and then do a live stream giveaway, you know, like, so the quicker we get there, guys, you know, and then I'm going to have to give away something special. You never know, it might even be something like this, you know, but it's going to be something substantial. I want it to be something that signifies Sovereign Hall. So thank you, guys. You have a fabulous day. I know it's a bit moist out there for you, but you have a fabulous day, and I'll be back to you soon. Take care.